Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Good morning. Oh, I need coffee so bad. I need it. Oh, coffee. Coffee. Oh, coffee poured for me. And if I am to behave, I'm a coffee and a slave. Anyways. Oh, coffee. Coffee. Oh, coffee pour for me. Good morning. Morning. So guess what? I got some good news. I start my job today. I thought I was going to start it in a few days. Turns out I'm starting my job today. So it's back to the corn I go. So that's some good news. Oh, man. Yeah, don't start till 1 o'clock, but I do start today. So I'll be grinding those gears. Well, not really grinding them, but oh yeah, I'm putting in that work. See, I like the corn season. I really do. So, what a day. I can't even see anything. There we go. Who commented? Good morning, Bill. So, yeah. It's a good thing for sure. What's up, Needy? Oh, what a day. What a day. So, I'm putting in my first day of work for the corn season today. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Which means that money is starting to be made today. Which means that... Now, you guys know exactly what it means. So... yeah. So, what a day. Hold on, I gotta sit you guys down. We're almost there. Oh. What's up, Needy? You outside? So, yeah, 1 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 hours till I start. Which means I got 4 hours till 4 hours left to freedom. That's good enough for me. Just give me that cup. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Now, where did my stand go? What? What? Alright. So, 1 o'clock rolls around. Been working. That's not gonna work. That'll do. Morning. Good day today. Gonna have a good day today. Because we're gonna have a good day. Alright, let's check the morning bullshit, shall we? Oh, yep, nothing on there I see worth even caring about. So, what can you do when you don't give a shit about it? So, I just don't care. I just don't care. You see how I'm gonna make my point. So I'm starting my job today, which is great. But do you see how none of the people that talk their little shit online, they're not the ones that are gonna do this work for me. You know? And the ones that have been supporting me realize that, you know, I can go a lot further with a little help. And because of that, working together, you know, to accomplish this is going to be a lot quicker. I don't like sitting right here day in and day out, month in, month out, telling you guys there's nothing I can do about a kidnapping because I have to pay to end it. I really don't. So I'm going to have to find a job, which again starts today at 1 o'clock. And I'm going to have to make sure that that thing goes up a lot faster. Because if I sit here and I wait for the internet to help me end a kidnapping, I'm going to be waiting a very long time. That's just the truth. But I do and am very grateful and appreciative of everybody that has helped me. Because, I mean, it guarantees that I'm going to get the consultation. It guarantees that I'm going to get a start at this. And you guys will start seeing my paychecks going right into there. So it's not like I'm not going to be contributing myself. So, you know, like I said, I'm being very open with it, very honest about it. Because at the end of the day, I'm being told I need an attorney. And I'm the one sitting here going, I've been going through a kidnapping. And they're like, yeah, get an attorney. Okay. How much do you cost, attorney? I don't know, 3, 4, 5 grand. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, at this point, my case, I'm sure there's whatever attorney I do get is gonna see the dollar signs. I mean, and the answer is no. I don't have to come up with it all to start up front. Just the amount of the retainer. So I mean, the last attorney that I had took about almost damn near 10 grand. So that is a California attorney, but I'm going to just assume that that's going to be around that. So it's not it's probably not too far off, but unfortunately, you know, it could be more, or miraculously, it could be less. So, I mean, in all honesty, this is what I'm asking another human being to do. File and follow through with kidnapping claims inside these courts and show my evidence. And then that's it, basically. And like I said, and again, they're expensive in custody cases because the exploitation of children through unconstitutional courts of equity is exactly that, human trafficking. They are in the human trafficking business of our children. That's a fact. But every single person has told me I need an attorney. Every single person. So, it is what it is, and it will be what it will be. But I guarantee you that my daughter's kidnappers, who I've been saying, I guarantee you they watch these things. I guarantee you they have people that are watching these things. And I guarantee you that the day they see that meter go to 100%, they're going to be like, oh, fuck, here we go again. We got to now pay more attorneys to get away with more fraud and get away with more crimes because that's what they've done already. So, that's just the truth. But if I get an attorney, it's going to go a lot quicker. Now, today is today I plan on calling the Special Victims Unit, but I made a bad judgment call there because I still have to make sure that these two state's attorneys down here sent it there first. So you would think that they get a letter that says "Attention Special Victims Unit" and they'd go, "Oh yeah, let's send it off real quick." But I'm sure Don Kallenberger over there has episodes of The View to watch this morning instead of actually doing his job. So, you know, he actually literally, I walked in on Don Kallenberger, my state's attorney out here, watching The View. I shit you not, as God is my witness, I walked in on the state's attorney watching The View in his lobby office area, whatever it would be. So, make no mistake about it, these state's attorneys, they get paid to sit around and watch The View. You know, they get paid to do absolutely fucking nothing. And it's stupid, and guess what? I can't control it. And, you know, hopefully the new state's attorney, when he comes into being, and when he comes into office out here, hopefully he won't be a lazy, dumb, stupid fucking idiot, and just sit there and eat for years like Don Kallenberger did and watch The View. But, you know, fuck him. I'm hopefully I'm gonna be able to deal with Mr. Hoffman because again he seems more of a better person than Don Kallenberger. But you know, I think the one thing about Hoffman, though, if I gotta say so myself, is that that guy he might he might have higher ups that he kisses ass to. See, I don't like to kiss ass for anybody. Like, I mean, I'll tell you, like, if I have a concern with you, I have a concern with you. If you do something good, I'll tell you do something good, but it doesn't mean I'm going to kiss your ass. So, yeah, that's my take on that, but. So, like I said, the good news is I start less than 4 hours. I better wake up. I better wake up. Yeah. Alex Jones is still off the internet. I see that. All right. Well, he's off platforms, I should say. Which is, again, stupid, but, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, you can't force the baker to bake a cake. You can't force Facebook to put on, and Mark Zuckerberg to put on Alex Jones. Although I think it's a douchey thing to do. At least he can still broadcast. And by the way, make no mistake about it, let me put this out there while I can. If you don't think that Alex Jones' InfoWars app just went through the roof, then you're definitely an idiot. So, well, Aubrey had a sleepover last night at her aunt and uncle's, so with her cousin. So she hasn't heard yet. So, but she'll be fine. Aubrey's a pretty easygoing kid, you know. So, yep. Aubrey's a pretty easygoing kid, but it'll help in the beginning because I get to come home at the end of each day. So. So yeah. Oh, let's see here. Here's a good one. How many days do I got left in Facebook jail? For the love of God. Ugh. I can post things again in 9 days. Oh, yay. Nine days. I'm in Facebook jail for another 9 days. So, like I said, when I start this job today, it's going to make those 9 days go like that. Let's see here. What a day. And I can't comment back on anything I'm tagged in. I can't write messages to anybody that writes a message to me. So it gets really annoying. It's like, listen, CJ, I haven't seen or heard from you in a month. Are you okay? Are you mad at me? If you have to ask if I'm mad at you and you haven't seen or heard from me in a month, that's a missing person. Somebody call Facebook and put a missing persons report in. I'm pretty sure that if I'm mad at somebody, I make it very clear who it is and why I'm mad at them. And then again, I move on. So, yeah. Today's a new chapter, though. Like I said, I start at 1 o'clock. I can't fix this kind of stupid, though, because, like I said, I can't message this person back. There's somebody out there that's like, wait a minute, was that me? Did I write them that message? Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. I can't even respond back. Even if I wanted to tell somebody, fuck you back, you know, like, or if I wanted to say to somebody like, hey, good job, you know, or yeah, no, I'm here, I'm not mad at you, you know, I can't. Yeah. What a day. What a day. I could probably destroy the psyche of some people today if I wanted to. I mean, I got this, like, rant that's been, like, just, like, right here. But I'm saving it for day one in Facebook. And I'm wondering if I'm going to go back to Facebook jail. But I know why I went to Facebook jail. I went to Facebook jail because I played an episode clip of Seinfeld I don't have the rights to. Not for a rant. Because if you go to my video... If you go to my last video, you might think to yourself, smoke 'em if you got 'em, and it's satire edition. Funny because folks, smoke. So this is the last video, right? And you would think that that's the reason why I went in jail, looking at my page on the surface. That's not why I went to jail. I was live. I played an episode clip of Seinfeld that I don't have the rights to, and it shut it down. So, again, people with their false narratives and their constructed reality that they have to put in place to make themselves feel better. And I'm sitting over here like, I was taken down because of Seinfeld. Damn you, Seinfeld! But here's the funny part. Because people have been going and searching for me, okay? And seeing, well, where's CJ at? That's the last thing they see. So you can see the views on that video are a lot different than the views on my previous video. So, like, the previous Smoke 'em If You Got 'em only had 143 views. The last Smoke 'em If You Got 'em, the previous one before that, the Smoke 'em If You Got 'em Satire Edition is sitting at 843 views. So people are coming to my page, then they're seeing this long rant, 45-minute video, and they're getting their CJ fix.
She couldn't have picked a better person to attack. I mean...
Let's talk about the attorney. But either way, not my attorney, but I'm missing comments, huh? Yeah, no, that's fine. I appreciate it, Amy. Thank you. Yeah, no, this is my backup Facebook. When Facebook goes down, as you can see, you can immediately see from July 29th following this video, it picks right back up on YouTube. Like, I didn't skip a beat. I'm like, listen, I don't care what platform it is, as long as I can continue to say what I want to say, how I want to say it, when I want to say it, I don't give a shit what the platform is. That's up for my followers to find me and then go from there. And you will notice, and again, and I want to point something out because I'm stalking people. No, this is where the mental health of the other party in this circus show that they're trying to concoct in their little mental health disorder land. I mean, when I get back there, I'm laying down the law. Oh, I'm coming full steam. Choo choo, bitches. It's happening. I'm coming back full force, full throttle, and I'm taking I'm going full force. Yeah, make no mistake about it. Where is it at? I know that these pictures link. Cause tomorrow's another day. Yep. Here we go. Found it. So, let me ask you a question. Just for the logical thinkers out there. So, I get kicked off a platform, okay? Because I played an episode of Seinfeld that I don't have the rights to. And then this certain group that I'm not going to name just because they know who they are. And I like playing that fun game with them. But you'll see their name, don't worry. They claim I'm stalking, I'm harassing, I'm the one doing this, I'm perpetuating this. Now, I left Facebook, where I either blocked them or they've blocked me, or either way, there's some mutual blocking going on, and neither one of us can see each other's stuff, allegedly. So I go over to YouTube, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck this over here for now. I mean, I'm just going to come over here and just continue to rant and rave and do what I do, because I can. That's the point. You can do what you want. As long as I'm not threatening to kill anybody, I can have an opinion. And you might not like my opinion, but it's my opinion until I die. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. I can't have this platform for a month. I'll just go start building this platform. So that way, if the next time this one goes down, they know exactly where I'm going to be. And I might even branch out. I might do some Twitter lives. You guys, I got Twitter at Mr. CJ Abernathy. That's right, Mr. CJ Abernathy. So, you can find me on Twitter now. I might do some Twitter lives. Hell, I went and got Instagram. I'm going to go and I'm going to get all these platforms gathered up, and hell, I might take off on, I don't know, what's another one? I might become Twitter famous. I got like 4 followers right now. I'm popping over there at Twitter. And I don't care, because it's not about viewers or followers. It's about those that want the information, have the avenue to find where I'm at, if they really truly want to, right? So let's bring that back to that. Now, oh look, finding me on my own platform, on a different one. Oh, you heard wrong. Maybe it's all who got set up. Laugh out loud. Whose children don't want them. I know mine are with me and love me and want to be with me. You surely have too much time on your hands. So, who's stalking who? Who is going out of their way to find somebody? To make a point on somebody, to say, hey, I'm being a victim of that person. No, you're asking for it. You're finding me. You're intentionally trying to be offended. I hope you are. I hope you get hit by a bus and I can continue to just sit here and eat my lunch. But don't worry, I'm not driving that bus and nobody I know is driving that bus. So, either way. Don't cross the street. Don't jaywalk. Don't jaywalk for the next, year. But if you do, I still wouldn't cry. Still wouldn't cry. So, like I said. Yep, I do know that. I do know that, Amy, that there's a way to post to all the platforms. And that's the truth. So, I intend on doing that. But, like I said, I have a job. It starts today at 1 o'clock. I'm going to be driving a semi with a bunch of corn in the back of it. And, like I said, gotta love farm plates. Gotta love farming. I'm an American doing an American job in American cornfields, so don't tell me I don't want that job. I do want that job. If I'm not going to be governor of South Dakota, I like corn. I like hauling corn. I like driving trucks. I like doing guy things. I mean, there are some women in the business, but I like doing work. When it comes to something I enjoy doing. So everything I do, I put 100% in, whether or not it's driving a truck with a bunch of corn, or whether or not it's sitting here in front of a camera going, "Hi, my name's CJ Abernathy. This is my opinion, whether you like it or not." So, it's just the way I roll, homie. Don't take it personal. But that's how I wanted to prove that these people are not victims. Also, some of the people that have been coming over here on YouTube are from her social circle, so they're actually scattering the web to find reasons to be victims, and I find it hilarious. And so I have to kind of cover a little bit of this stuff a lot faster because I was going to draw that all out over the next 4 days. And so, before I go to the cornfield, I've got to make sure that I get my cornholios straight. Because listen and listen well. They've tried to sabotage my case. They've tried to do everything in their power to paint me out as this horrible human being. And at the end of the day, I'm just returning the bullies' favors to them, what they've done to other people. And they don't like it, because of course they don't. I mean, a bully does not like to be punched in the face. A bully doesn't like to sit there and have their truth exposed. I don't bully people. I bully bullies. Bullies are not people, as much as they have you believe, especially in the adult world. It's not like I'm breaking this down to children, folks. This is somebody that takes actual children and goes, hi, here, get on my new show. You sick fuck. You sick fuck. Buy my book, tell your abuse story. It's so stupid. Advocates can be paid. Well, then say you're a paid advocate. Don't say you're an advocate. You need to say you're a paid advocate. So that way, when the real logical people of this world go, "Oh, you're a paid advocate," so you're a bought and paid for bitch opinion. That way we know you're no different. That way we know you're not real. You're paid for. Your suckhole can be paid for. God, hate being too honest with you guys. Maybe you want outside? That's right. Let me say that one more time. You're a paid advocate, which is fine, but just admit that your suckhole is paid for. That's all. I don't give a shit if you get paid, as long as you let people know that you're no better than a hooker. And actually, you know what? Hookers are better than you. In all honesty, I give more honor and integrity to hookers than I do to these fraud advocates. At least when you get fucked by one of the fraud, at least when you get fucked by a hooker, you don't feel like you got robbed, unless you got robbed. But when you get fucked by these fraud advocates, they make sure you don't get your children or your or your life. They go after everything. They go after everything. So like I said, I give more honor and respect to prostitutes and hookers than I do these fraud paid for advocates. Stupid people. And they'd probably be like, "Oh, CJ, you support legalization of prostitution." Actually, I endorse and condone sex work. And think that you can't control what two consenting adults do. And what is dating if not just a legalized form of prostitution, anyways? If you really break it down, marriage is the ultimate form of prostitution. If you really break it down. What's up, Governor? Cat. We named a cat Governor. We did that. And he's getting pretty big. He's got balls that are like this huge, but he's got to get him. He's not an indoor cat, so. Did you know that there are more cats in Eureka, South Dakota than there are people? And I'm starting to believe that. Oh, so. Anywho, anybody else got anything before this rant ends on YouTube? I'll be taking some cool videos again. Do some time lapses of going round and around and around. I truly do look forward to this, you guys. I mean, like I said, this is how it went down, so you guys know. Kendall got told that there's a job opportunity, but a few days prior to that, we were driving out to Aberdeen, and I was sitting there looking at the cornfields. I'm like, man, I wish I could go back to work in the cornfield. If I have to do any kind of work, I would hope it'd be the cornfields, because it's just, you're in a truck. You know, I can handle the radio. You know, that's not bad. And I can't handle an asshole for a boss. I really can't. Honestly, I really can't. That's the truth. Like, and but so anyways, I can handle good crew too. Like, the last crew I worked with was incredible. Just good people. And except the boss was a dick. And so anyways, back to the story. I said if I had to do any work, I'd hope to be in the cornfield. And sure as shit, a few days later, bring call. You know, like, hey, there's a job offer here. They're looking for somebody. So called them right up and had an interview. And yesterday I had the in-person interview, and today I'm working. So that's how quick it can go out here. So situations out here can turn on a dime. So, like I said, I'll be able to get some money put into my money pool for my daughter. And, you know, like I said, you have to pay to end a kidnapping. It doesn't just happen. So, but I figured I would at least, you know what? Debating it. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Oh, look, it starts. Why does the internet say that I have a busted down vehicle? You idiots. Let's probably go shut the door. Aubrey's next door, so why are you shutting me down, Facebook? Why are you shutting me down, YouTube? Is it because I'm going somewhere? Is it because you think you might know where I'm going? Uh-oh. Alrighty. Let's see if that holds for a minute while I get this going. Get this party started. Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Looking for adventure. And whatever comes our way. Let's just see. Let's test a theory, shall we? Let's test a theory. What the heck, YouTube? Come on now. I wonder if they know where I'm going. kind of hinted at it a little bit. But I got things to do before I go out in that cornfield. I got some priorities to take care of. So, what a day. It's a nice sunshiny day. Oh yeah, he's there. Alrighty. Alright. Yep. Alrighty. Let's have one more sip of coffee before we do this. Oh. We are at the state's attorney's office. I'm just gonna set you guys like this. Hello? Hello, hello.
Hello.
Looking for Dawn.
Just keep going around the corner.
Alrighty. Hey, good morning, Mr. Caliber.
Good morning.
I just got a question for you real quick. Did you get a notification from Sheriff Ackerman that my case information needed to be sent over to?
And he said he had received something from you, but he was gone last week, so I haven't had a chance to talk to him.
Okay, I don't know if you have...
I wouldn't be doing it anyway. Austin would be doing it, so I'll have to give the information to him once he got it. But, you know, we already furnished it to California, so I don't know how many other places.
Well, they're actually in North Carolina is where I found
Well,
it,
that's
so.
where they're wanting it sent to now, but at some point we're not going to keep doing that.
Yeah, you can only send it so many places. It's not like you can send it to all 50 states.
I mean, it originated in California, and that's where the information should be coming from.
Well, I mean, but neither...
One more time, but that's it.
I appreciate it, Mr. Gallagher, and you know, the point I'm trying to make with it is that the jurisdiction is where the child resides, and that a case that started in California and can be challenged on new jurisdiction if there's evidence of fraud. So
You and I are arguing that.
And I'm also finally...
Even our Attorney General doesn't agree with you.
Well, unfortunately, the Attorney General's a criminal, so it is what it is. But I'm just glad he's not going to be our next governor. So.
All right.
But thank you, Mr. Kallenberger. I'll go see Mr. Hoffman. Have a good day. Well, Marty Jackley, he name dropped you real quick. He name dropped you real quick. Which is okay. Because at the end of the day, Marty Jackley, you're a fucking criminal. Marty Jackley, you're about as crooked as a fucking $2 bill. So you guys heard it. He's not the one that's gonna do it. So, excuse me. So he said he's not the one that's gonna do it. He said the Sheriff Ackerman hasn't gotten back to him. Said that the case information needs to come from California, and that's not true either. And you know what the sad part is that they keep believing that bullshit. You know what I mean? They keep believing it, even though the law says different. You know what I mean? It's like, how much more evidence do I gotta shove in your guys' faces that a kidnapping by fraud is taking place? You know what I mean? At the end of the day. You know what I mean? Alright, now we're at the next place. This is the oncoming state's attorney. So, let's take another drink. Go ahead and deal with this guy. This guy's a lot nicer than Don Kallenberger.
See you later. Bye.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm looking for Mr. Hoffman.
He'll be in. He had cross-country practice this morning. He should be in about probably 10 minutes or so.
Okay. Can you just do me a quick favor?
Sure.
It's just a simple note because
Okay.
That CJ Abernathy. That's
Okay.
my name. I came in.
Okay.
And Don Kallenberger said that he's not the one that's going to be handling the request. That Mr. Hoffman is the one that's going to be doing it.
Okay.
And he said that Sheriff Dave has made him aware of the fact that my case file needs to be sent to North Carolina.
Okay.
And I'm trying to have that done as soon as possible.
Okay. What's a good number he can reach you at?
605
Okay.
230 9794.
I will have him give you a call.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I go to work today at 1 o'clock, so
Okay.
I'll be doing corn.
Okay.
So.
I'll have him give you a call.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Well, and now I've done what I needed to do. I've done on my end what I know I can do. I didn't want to put anybody on camera that didn't, and I don't have permission to put, I'm not that type of person, you know what I mean? But at least you guys heard it for yourselves. And they are aware. So the point is that they're aware, but, hopefully Mr. Hoffman will get that case information, send it to where it needs to go, and then when I get back, hopefully I'll have the proper, because again, think about it. Last week, I got told where to send my case. Last week, I got told the appropriate steps, and that they're requesting me to take in North Carolina. And you hear Don Kallenberger say that, well, it should be coming out of California, and even our Attorney General disagrees with you. Well, fucking Marty Jackley is the biggest fucking criminal in the state of South Dakota. Honestly. And it's just, he's one of the most corrupted attorney generals in the history of this state. And I mean, again, they all protect the corporation known as South Dakota. They don't protect your rights and interests. They all protect the corporation known as South Dakota. That's why I tell you, we don't have a constitutional form of government. That we are, in fact, ruled. That there are, in fact, people that view us as chattel to be ruled over. And here's the truth of it. There are a lot of stupid people out there. A lot of them. And unfortunately, those people want to be ruled. So all the government did was say, okay, you want to be ruled. Well, this is how we're going to do it. And so for the few of us out there that know, no, that's a bunch of bullshit, we get lumped into it because we are the minority. So there you go. And now I'm home. I visited both the state's attorneys in just 15 minutes. How many people can do that? And he might give me a call. So if this broadcast just abruptly ends, I'm probably talking to the state's attorney. But you guys heard it from Don Kallenberger's suckhole himself. And that Marty Jackley disagrees with me. Well, Marty Jackley's a fucking criminal, and I don't give a shit what Marty Jackley has to say. We have the 47th government transparency of all the states. And so you're going to tell me that this attorney general knows what he's talking about. No, this attorney general is a fucking idiot, and that's why he won't be the next governor of South Dakota. And I made it very clear he's a fucking idiot. That's why I ran for governor. Okay, if that idiot can run for governor, then this idiot can run for governor. Notice anyways, notice I could care less about their feelings. I really could care less about Marty Jackley's fucking feelings. I could really care less about Don Kallenberger's feelings. I have nothing against Austin Hoffman. I really don't. But at the end of the day, he has a job to do, and the only thing he's required to do in this aspect is to forward the information to the appropriate jurisdiction. That's where Don Kallenberger doesn't fucking get it. The appropriate jurisdiction in this case is not California. None of them know the fucking law. None of them know the law. And you guys heard it live right here. Of course, I didn't put him on camera because I don't have permission to. Although he is a public official, I could have easily flipped the camera around. But again, I'll give him a little more respect than that. Hey, I want to also point out that Don Kallenberger took down the Admiralty Law flag out of his office. I didn't see it in there. It wasn't there last time I went in there. So. But Marty Jackley is a fucking criminal. Make no mistake about it. And Don Kallenberger was one of his supporters. Make no mistake about it. Don Kallenberger was up here campaigning for Marty Jackley on January 4th. Don Kallenberger was at Marty Jackley's campaign event on January 4th. And he sat right there with me. And we talked with the Attorney General and Don Kallenberger and myself. So South Dakota politics is fucking stupid. Because it's based on the opinions of people that view themselves as superior, not as representatives or people that work for the public interest. So like I said, you guys heard it for yourself. I told you guys I had to go to the state's attorney's office. So I figured I might as well take you guys with me. Hear what they're saying for yourselves. But Austin Hoffman's going to be giving me a call back. And guess what? That call will be recorded. So. But that's the bullshit that I get to deal with in a day. So. Anybody else got anything before I go? See, they keep saying that the case should be done in California, but nobody lives in California anymore. They apparently don't read the UCCJEA. They really don't. They really don't. What's up, Bubbles? What a headache South Dakota is. Yes, yes, it is. Yes, yes, it is, Mr. Breedlove. Yes, it is. So, like I said, you guys saw it for yourself. You heard it for yourself. They hold him because of political alliances and political favors. It's an unconstitutional form of government. They don't do their jobs. They protect the corporation and the Bank of South Dakota. They don't protect people's rights and interests. But you did hear him say, this is the last time we're going to do this. Well, yeah, but it's not. If they went and moved to Florida, let's just say, for example, the only way for me to verify who I say I am and the claim that I make is to have the sheriff's department notify the state's attorney that this information needs to be sent to where it needs to be sent to. You are required by law to verify that my claim is what I say I am regardless. So Don Kallenberger's a fucking idiot, and I'm glad he's retiring. It just sucks that he's going to get a fucking paycheck when he's done. And, he's probably fucking been involved in human trafficking himself. Human trafficking and exploitation of children. It gets frustrating to deal with this bullshit. But I did my part this morning. I did everything I'm capable of doing in that moment. And you guys went with me. So, as you can see in a small town, it doesn't take very long to get to where you need to go. So, but the lady did say he'd be back around 10, so in about 10 minutes, hopefully I'll be receiving a call, and he'll let me know that information's being sent out, so that way the proper jurisdiction can get the information, and we can move forward from there. And also, again, like I said, if you haven't already, please check out my story, I Need Your Help video on YouTube here. It explains everything I'm going through, and I'm asking for people's help. Any donation would be greatly appreciated. It all goes towards the attorney fees in North Carolina, as I've been told I need to get. And don't think that I'm not putting in any work myself. Today I start at 1 o'clock, and I'll be driving and hauling corn and making that day wage. And then when I get my paychecks, they're going right into that money pool, so that way it goes up a lot quicker, and we'll be able to get this done, hopefully a lot sooner rather than later. So, but anybody else got anything before I go? I'll give it a few minutes, so that way any trickling in questions can show up. What a day. What's up, Landon? Yep, I start work today. I start at 1 o'clock. Ooh. I start at 1 o'clock, and I'm hauling corn. So, it is awesome. Speaking of awesome, The Miz beat Daniel Bryan. That's awesome. Spoiler alert, for those that don't know. So, anybody else got anything before I go? Like I said, I'll make that paycheck. I'll get paid. Deposit it right into that money pool. And I'm going to make sure that it gets done sooner rather than later. Because in America, you have to pay to end a kidnapping. That's just a fact. You know why kidnappers like to move and do all that fun stuff? Because it complicates things. It makes things so that it's harder uh, to it makes it harder for somebody to stop what they're doing when they move jurisdictions and they bring in the multiple jurisdictions. It's actually a tactic. So, but you guys heard it for yourself in previous videos that my case needs to go to the Special Victims Unit. So hopefully, the state's attorney here will call me in a few minutes, and I'll be able to direct him to the appropriate address. He'll send my case file and all relevant information to them, and they can do what they need to do on the other end. So, and I'll be available. I mean, unless I have no service in the cornfield, but even then I have a voicemail. And so, at the end of the day, I do appreciate everybody that's already helped me. Thank you very much. We're sitting at about 4%. So that's what the money pool says. So that's on my estimation. If it's half that, then sweet. We're at 8%. If it's more than that, well, then we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there. But I believe they should be able to start at a certain dollar amount. So once the information is sent, can you do an Amber Alert? I don't believe it'll be an Amber Alert unless the Special Victims Unit decides that. So that's not something that I put forward. That's something that they'll put forward if they need to. So, but like I said, I'm just waiting on the day it ends. That's it. The day that it ends. The first day that I have contact with my daughter again is the day that this ends. So, and this is a 2-count kidnapping case. There's first count, and then there's a second count. But I can't believe that Don Kallenberger brought up Marty Jackley. Well, the Attorney General disagrees with you. Yeah, well, you know what? I am getting an attorney, and the state of North Carolina realizes that they have jurisdiction, or I wouldn't be going to the Special Victims Unit in my case. So, like I said, it's just amazing to me how these people get to sit there day in and day out and play judge, jury, and executioner. And it's you just witnessed. I mean, for those that won't catch it, but some might, that right there is your deprivation of rights. That is when they're depriving you of your rights. It's not like he gave a shit about my case before I walked in, and he still doesn't give a shit about my case. He's reluctant to do it, and he's not even the one that's doing it. But I just enjoy the fact that I got to call Marty Jackley a criminal one more time. Like I said, if I was elected governor of South Dakota, I would investigate the previous administration for corruption and fraud. Because again, it'd be a slam dunk case. When you're 47th in government transparency, you've got a lot of dead skeletons in your closet. And it'd make it so easy for the next administration, which again will be Kristi Noem's administration. Because again, this was a rigged election for Kristi Noem. And if you guys really truly wanted my opinion on it, it's more like what's the word I'm looking for? It seems like it's more like equal opportunity laws. So they can add that one more female is a governor, one more woman is a governor of a state. So the corporation has to balance and make it so that there's more women in government, in my opinion. But Kristi Noem would definitely be a better governor than Marty Jackley, and Kurt Evans does not know the Constitution. I don't know if Kristi Noem does, but either way, she still hasn't contacted me. You know, and I might just give her a call sometime this week. Ms. Noem, you agreed to a cup of coffee with me. So... But let me put it this way, let me end it with this. As far as my protests go, I'm putting those on hold while I'm working in the cornfield. Now, I'm only working in the corn season for about a month to a month and a half. And there's obviously going to be no way for me to travel down to Pier and you know, air my grievances and redress them while I'm working. So I will be putting that on hold while I'm raising the funds for the attorney. And then I raise the funds for the attorney, and then I'll resume my protests once the season's over. So now they're going to extort my labor in order to continue to exploit my case and to make me pay to end a kidnapping. So that's just the way the world works, I guess. So, anybody got anything else before I go? I'm waiting on the state's attorney to give me a call, so the coffee's running out. Alrighty. Well, you guys have a good day or don't. Choice is always yours. And I don't know exactly when I'll be live, but I should have my first day of work done by the end of the day. So this went a lot quicker than I thought it would. And you know, like I said, I do appreciate everybody that's helped out so far. Like I said, I don't want you guys to think that I'm not doing anything for this. That this is something that I'm absolutely going to put into. So I get paid from the cornfield, and then on the first of each month, I'm going to put $500 into that account. So I figure if I worked a solid month, and I'll probably end up making about $3 to $4 grand to throw into it, which I do believe will be enough to retain an attorney. But again, I don't know what the attorney is going to say it costs. I mean, my first question is to an attorney is, so how much does it cost to end a kidnapping? And then the attorney says, well, it's not a kidnapping because it was done in a court. And it's like, yeah, but kidnappings can take place in courts, and here's how I know, and here's why I'm saying it. And then the attorney goes, well, I understand that you have studied the laws and you know them, and you know, it gets a whole hassle. This is why when I run for governor again in 2022, I'm going to make it very clear that I'm pretty much the only person that seems to have actually any understanding of the Constitution these days. That everybody else seems to be protecting a corporation and an interest of a bank versus the people's rights and interests. So that's a fact. But until then, I got to go be a good equity slave, and I got to go put in some labor work. And you know what? I'm okay with it because this is something I know I can do. So you guys have a good day. I will see you guys probably later tonight. Let you guys know how the first day went. I might have some video that I'll post up and show you guys some of the cool stuff that ends up getting done. I'm driving a day cab, baby blue truck, 10 speed. So should be fun. All right, you guys. I'll see you next time.